Hello everyone, my name is Maggie. It's a pleasure to meet you. And just to introduce myself briefly, I was born in the Netherlands in Amsterdam, so that would make me Dutch. And I now live in the capital of France, Paris. And I'm married to a Frenchman. And we're both former principal dancers, him in classical ballet, me in contemporary dance. I'm also a choreographer. And I'm very proud and very happy to share with you that I'm the proud mother of twin girls, identical twins. I'm 51 years old of age, so that would make me, I guess, a mother of not so typical age, and also having twins is a lot of work, a lot of work, quite special, I'm discovering. So what I'd like to talk to you about in this first video is like a pilot. Friends of mine said, why don't you make videos about breastfeeding? And I said, well, maybe let's try. So here's my tryout with you. And so I would like to talk about breastfeeding, and I'd like to share with you certain things which I encountered. Again, I'm just a mom, I'm not a doctor, and I just like to share personal feelings, personal experiences. And so here I was, I've been dreaming of becoming a mother for 24 years, and this is not my first pregnancy. I was pregnant before age 43, where I sadly miscarried, and I miscarried a few times. I'll perhaps talk about that in another video. But what I'd like to talk about is that at age 50, I finally, the fruit nestled in my womb and remained there. And we were very much surprised because first my gynecologist thought it was just one baby, and then it turned out to be two. And wow. So here I was pregnant with two babies, and I've been dreaming for 24 years to become a mother. So for 24 years I've been doing a lot of research, reading, asking friends, watching movies, meditating, you name it, I did it. And one of the things I try to envision is I always had this dream of becoming pregnant naturally and having a fully natural birth, and then of course breastfeeding, and so getting very close to nature. And I did not manage to give birth naturally because at the hospital they thought it would be dangerous to give birth on term, so they pushed me to give birth week 35. I was able to stretch it into week 37, so I gave birth 37 days and 37 weeks and 2 days. And of course, because it was induced, the babies were not trying to come out at all, and I gave birth cesarean, which was very new for me as a dancer to pretty much lose all ability of my body. And in the beginning I literally had to, hang on to my husband to be able to stand. And luckily enough, I had asked a chiropractor advice about breastfeeding, and I was getting really big breasts, and during my pregnancy, like all, or perhaps most women get. And I thought, how does it work? And she gave me this tip of a massage, and so I did that every day. Actually, my husband did that with me because it was very painful, for about a month before the date I was supposed to give birth. And there I was 4 hours after the birth, back in my hospital room with the two little babies. And then they gave me a pillow much like this one. And it's my trusted friend. And you see here a collection of normal bed pillows. Actually, I built kind of like a castle. I'll show that probably in another video. I have taken the habit of building this castle and having the children so here high where I can maintain a more or less relaxing position for my neck. Despite that, I'm still in pain, but perhaps less in pain. So here I was in the hospital 4 hours after I gave birth, and with the 2 babies, and or actually with 1. And then one of the nurses said, or midwives, they said, "Madam, why don't you try giving both at the same time?" And I had seen pictures, or actually drawings, in one of the books I had read. And with this pillow, because they had a pillow like this in the hospital too. And I thought, yeah, have a go. So here are the babies. And this started sucking, and there was colostrum, there was fluid coming out of my breast, and so success. I was like, okay, cool. And the midwives who had encouraged me to try this, they almost fainted. And I said, hey, but you encouraged me to do this. And they said, yes, but we've never seen it work. And so here I am today. I've been now breastfeeding more than 5 months. And today is March 25, 2021. My girls were born October 11, 2020. And so what makes it that I managed to breastfeed despite the fact that I gave birth age 50 with a cesarean to twin girls. So apparently all these 3 factors should make it virtually impossible to breastfeed, let alone breastfeed more than 5 months and still be able to tell the tale. And this is what I hear from friends, from acquaintances, from my pediatre, my doctor. We live in the capital of France, in Paris, so I have a pediatre. And so I started to think, and also I was talking to a dear friend who recently gave birth as well, just briefly after me. And she said, Maggie, you should make, let me keep this, I feel very comfortable. She said, why don't you make a video and share? Because the wisdom I would like to share in this video for the moment is that as a person, I'm pretty much, I'll tell you the word in my language, the Dutch language. We have a word, eigenwijs. So I create my own wisdom. And I'm not sure how to translate it in other languages. I think creating your own wisdom probably says it the best. And what I always do is I read a lot, I research, I read books, movies, internet, I ask friends, and then I make up my own wisdom, what I myself believe is good. And most of the time my trusted friend is really my lower abdomen. I put a hand on my stomach, and when pondering about the question, any question, then I feel either abdomen are soft or does like a nod. And so I pretty much trusted that also for the breastfeeding. And I was astonished to encounter most doctors, apart from this one midwife, which by big luck was the first person talking to me about breastfeeding in hospital after giving birth. Because after that I only had doctors and midwives and nurses coming to say, oh, probably you're not succeeding, probably you will not succeed to keep going, probably you have to stop, or you will want to stop. Most friends, most family said, are you sure you want to continue? It's so difficult. I heard heartbreaking stories from friends who said, I tried and I was so discouraged by doctors in the hospital and midwives and nurses and friends that I just stopped. And I started to think, wow, this is a lot. And like I spent a lot of time every day with my 2 girls, I'm now at 4 feedings per day. This has been for like a week and a half. So I started 10 feedings per day, 10 feedings per 24 hours, and now, so it was like 12 hours per day. I was with the pillow, my girls, and now it's about 4 or 5 hours. So I spend a lot of time here, and where I get to think and meditate. And I was thinking, this is very peculiar how women have breasts, the milk comes, and what I understand, many women have difficulty breastfeeding. Um, there are also women who choose not to breastfeed. I have no judgment on that. I'm mostly addressing myself to people who would like to breastfeed, like me. And so what I discovered, what helped me, what enabled me to breastfeed, I think first of all this eigenwijs, this sense of wanting, desiring to do this, pretty much not caring what other people would think about it, what their judgment would be, trusting myself that if I wanted to do it, even though I did not understand at all, it's very weird. I still don't understand why I really feel good and I really want to do this and want to do it for quite a while. And I organize everything, my teaching now that you know, I breastfeed and then I go, I teach it, come back, breastfeed again. So it's pretty intense. And I have this strong desire to do it. And pretty much everyone trying to discourage me, I meditate. Like it's like I put a filter around myself, and the information goes in one ear and out the other. And I've actually heard myself say to people, I set my mind and my heart on breastfeeding. If you come with information that I should stop, then please let's talk about something else. So this is one tip. Another tip, I think, is to trust in your capacity as a woman. I understand now how miraculous it is. There's this one egg cell which was fertilized, and then the body changes, it transforms, it completely transforms into, like, I gained 30 kilos. It was amazing, and I lost almost all of it. And then the breasts, they swell up, and the milk suddenly comes. It's very painful, and then it flows, and the more the girls, like with every growing, like they have like a pic de croissance where they suddenly grow very much, then the breasts start producing more, and I was like, oh my god, what's happening? More milk. And with everything happening, I've just chosen to stay close to myself and trust that somehow there's been a voice, it still is there in the back of my head saying, this is normal, this is okay, you'll survive, you'll be well, this is what you want to do, and we're going to do it. And this is what I'd like to share with you. I hope it helps you. This is what has helped me to pretty much filter all information and only allow information that goes with my gut feeling that I want to do it, therefore I will do it, even though it makes no sense. Last time, I think last week, we went to see my children's doctor, the pediatre, and she said, are you sure you want to continue? So again, whoop, in one ear, out the other ear. I'm sure she has my health and the health of our girls in her best interest, and she said, it's amazing, I've never seen this before, it's a miracle, if you can manage, wow, it's so good for the girls, but are you sure, are you not too tired? And I keep thinking, yeah, that's what I want to do. So please believe in yourself, your amazing capacity to create life. All you pregnant women there, all you breastfeeding women, we're so lucky to be in this power of anything possible, literally creating life, literally nurturing, giving life, giving food, and allowing the human being or the human beings that come out of you to live and to blossom. So that's my video for today. Thank you very much for watching, and please give me a thumb up or down, what you like, and I'll see if another video comes. It was lovely being with you. Thank you. Bye bye.